Okay, so it looks like, yeah, for a moment it looked like all two matches play the same seed, but it was actually a coincidence that the first three pieces were the same. Yeah, so on paper, then it looks like Jesper and Elp should be clear favorites. But we saw in the previous match that Rookie was able to force Shiichi to play his best game. So yeah, you never know. You never know what's
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
happen.
I've said many times before, every game starts at 0-0, so anything can happen. Best of five, slightly less likely, but it's still possible.
Mhm.
Still possible.
Of course, you have a little bit more room for error compared to
Yeah,
best of three, but
definitely.
you still need to stay focused, and try to bring your game. Elp and Liliana with a similar scores, and Jesper and Toni as well. So yeah, we are early in this round, so 12-29 scenes. So let's see how the game develops. And Diana is saying in the chat, if Sweden and Switzerland play in a playoff match, Sweden always wins.
We'll have to see if that holds true in this matchup with Jesper and Toni. Something I like about European events is that you always get people from many countries from
Hmm.
participating. It makes you really feel
Oh, and
international. Oh,
Liliana
and
with
Liliana.
and this will be a top out. Elp will take game in number one. Unfortunate early top out for Liliana, and Elp already one game ahead. And the top match, Jesper was able to build around one Tetris advantage over Toni. Nothing significant. So let's see.
Nice five below for Jesper there, tucking the square underneath that J.
And 666 underscore team rooting for Elp in the chat. Hello team, welcome. It looks like the action on the second CT2 will start shortly as well. So
It looks like Rochak has arrived.
yeah, Rojak is here, so good.
Good news.
Good to have Rojak here. Yeah, so if you're able to watch two stream at a time, there is also the Classic Tetris 2 channel.
Yeah. And if you're on YouTube, it's CTWC Archives is the second channel.
Yeah, we'll play two streams until the end of round two, and we'll switch to one stream from the quarterfinal phase of this event.
Yeah, so round two is where seeds 1 to 8 enter the tournament as well. So
Seed one, so round two is the round when I have to say goodbye to Dan in the commentary booth. Yeah, but yeah, we want to see Dan performing well. Had a very nice, decent qual yesterday. Got seat number three.
but right now we're looking at Elp, who hangs that long bar on that left side. It's not fatal, can very easily get something over that, but it'll be a bit of a pain. Liana with a dependency in the middle. Gets a burn and gets a Tetris into the lead at 147 to Elp's 130. Who is on commentary? Who is on commentary today?
Dan V and PIW Tetris. Yeah, maybe we should update it here somewhere.
Yeah, there is a slide that has the.
No, it's such a good strat though. I'm just saying.
So PAW Tetris and Dan V Pants, the official Twitch handle, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Definitely not stolen off Vandy Pants, Van Dweller.
Yeah, two different people.
Yeah, very different people.
So of course it's a coincidence that
Yeah,
the names seem
yeah,
very similar, right?
exactly, exactly. Complete coincidence. There's no theft whatsoever.
Yeah.
On the top, Jesper at 486. We're heading towards level 19 transition. Tony at 386. And is Tony playing Das now?
As for now, Tony is
Yeah.
playing Das, right? Yeah. We'll see if there will be any switch going into 19, or if Tony trying to stick with Das for a while.
Yeah. Do you believe Jesper is rolling?
Yeah, Leolia in the chat. Tony's shirt, right? Yeah, Tony's shirt is very, very nice. Okay, so Tony and Jesper in transition. Jesper like 120,000 points ahead, and Tony switched to rolling, going into 19 as we predicted. And on the bottom, Liliana currently almost two Tetrises ahead. So Alp struggling with the pace a little bit. Oh, and Jesper's board is
Oh,
getting
Jesper.
higher.
Nice tuck though, with that J piece, and he's looking to bring this down. He can definitely has a skill to bring this down.
Yeah, Tony with a clean board will try to set up for a Tetris. Is Tetris ready? And the Tetris for Tony. So Tony is trying to close the gap. Jesper still not able to go for Tetrises. And Tony gets another Tetris. So Tony is now within like one Tetris. Yeah, one Tetris reach. Almost neck and neck. So Tony is chasing on 19.
Yeah, he's done a good job so far. You mentioned that Jesper was the overwhelming favorite in this matchup, but Tony keeping up.
Yeah, now at the bottom, Liliana still keeping this about two Tetrises lead over Alp. And they are approaching transition in about 15 lines, so let's see how Liliana can play 19. I'm not familiar with Liliana's skill on 19, so.
Oh, and Tony up
Oh
very
no,
high,
Tony
and he
too high.
hangs the L
Oh,
pieces. Tops out 592, and Jesper is good for
Jesper,
game number one.
Jesper takes game number one and leads 1-0. And on the bottom, Liliana still two Tetrises ahead. We're approaching the transition very, very soon.
Yeah, doing really well to maintain this small lead over Elp. Transition 541, so very solid transition.
Yeah, very nice transition. 540. You don't get this transition every single game. The Elp transitions with 520, so yeah, but now a big test for our Czech competitor. Let's see.
Yeah, 19 definitely not easy
Hmm.
with Das. Any mistake can kind of cost you a game. Set up for a Tetris. Gonna get the Tetris. 598 for Liliana.
And Jesper and Tony started the game number two. Yeah, but I'm really curious how long Liliana can survive on 19.
Yeah, it is difficult to get those pieces to the left side.
Mhm.
Gets the Z piece over on the bar sticks.
Oh, and the hang of the bar.
And
This might be a
Elp is
GG.
ahead and takes game number two.
So Alp was able to catch up the score, and Alp is now leading 2-0 and is on a match point. Oh, and Tony with a weird
Oh,
misdrop of the Z piece will have to burn a little bit. And Alp and Liliana started their game number three.
yeah, Elp on match point now. On course to make it through to the top 16.
Yeah, so Alp is currently having a pretty good day. Got a max out in quals. Now he's having a very, I would say, clean games in the
Yeah,
matches.
it's definitely improved a lot over the years. Elp Actually, the Qual max out was his first ever max out in a live setting.
Oh,
So very, very
a
good from
milestone
him.
for Elf, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Let me check who is the potential opponent for Elf in the next round. This will
Be
be Violet,
Violets.
so a big
Oh, an
challenge.
Elp!
Oh, and Elf is.
Suddenly.
Oh, and Elf stops
Oh!
out. Oh, very unexpected top out for Elf, and Liliana stays in the match. It's 2-1.
Wow, that was out of nowhere there, giving up a game.
Yeah,
We were just talking about how Elp was having a really good day, and then he just tops out on 18.
commentator cursed at his
Yeah,
best,
we
right?
really jinxed him there.
Yeah, and at the top, Jesper 50k ahead, 69 scenes, so like halfway through level 18. It also looks like Jesper is having a pretty. It's only game number 2 for them. Did I miss something or?
No, it is. It
Yeah. Okay.
is. Yeah, no, that's right.
And we have a code redeemed by Yelena. Thank you very much, Yelena, for doing that. Do we have how many codes do we have
I
left?
full screen now. 25 codes left, so we've used half of the coupon codes. Oh, and the Yelena with a $4.87 contribution as well. Thank you very much. So 25 codes are remaining. So make sure you claim those codes.
Oh, and Toni.
Oh, Tony. Oh,
Oh,
and a
this is
misdrop.
yeah. This was a very unfortunate misdrop for Toni. You can still survive this board, but with getting only S's might be difficult. Okay, Tony is trying his best, not getting the
Oh,
optimal pieces, but he's trying to maximize the pieces he gets. And Tony, very nice dig.
living up to his shirt.
Mhm. Never too old to roll. Ah, Tony's dancing.
Okay, maybe not then.
Mhm. Jesper, 140,000 points ahead. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Liliana over a Tetris ahead. Yeah, Elp with closed well for a moment.
So we're heading towards transition again on the top side. 484 Jesper, 318 Tony. So a bit of catching up to do.
It looks like Tony is now more confident with the state of his board. And Tony got a Tetris. It's like almost 60 Tetrises behind, but yeah, let's see how consistent Jesper can play on 19. No, a little bit of an unfortunate, play for Jesper, and like a relatively early top out on 19. This could give Tony a chance maybe to chase
Yeah.
down the score. So yeah.
No, the Tetris with Tony into 19 at
Oh, and
394.
Liliana with a very weird misdrop of the L piece. We have something going on
Oh,
the
and
side stream.
Liliana tops out 291. So Elp needs 292 to take this set. So
Hmm.
one Tetris away.
Even half a Tetris away, so Elk doesn't need to get Tetrises,
Yeah,
can
but
line out it.
I think he will go for the Tetris.
Yeah, knowing Elk.
Yeah. Even if it costs him the game, he will
Yeah,
go for the Tetris. And there
but
it is.
gets the Tetris.
And
And
that's a 3-1 victory for Elf. And Tony tops out at the top, giving Jesper the 2-0 lead.
so, Alp wins the match 3-1, and Alp progresses to the next round. And did I miss something done? Okay, so we have the final. No, no, maybe not the final game. The first match point game for Jesper. Tony being 2 games behind.
Yeah, I mean those games both went into post transition, so it does take slightly longer. No 18 top outs from either of the two players. Who will we have next on there?
On our stream.
Yes.
The next matches will be Sydney versus Vicebrod and Tugi versus Shuichi.
Do we need to do? Oh no, that's it. Yeah, yeah, that's the one. So to start things off, Jesper has an early one Tetris advantage. Tony getting a nice perfect transfer with that centre well. Tournament life on the line, Tony. He's down 2-0. We'll see what magic he can whip up, try and save his tournament run.
Yeah, now Jesper needs to burn few lines. The question in the chat is this does no, this is an open playstyle tournament, but we have in Europe many players still sticking sticking with the delayed auto shift method. But the rollers are there as well. They will start their journey in the round 2, so you will see some like rollovers and other stuff action a little bit later.
Yeah. But Jesper and Tony currently playing Das, but they have been rolling also in this set, so they're kind of just picking and choosing when to use it.
Yeah, so Jesper and Tony playing a neck and neck game. Tony is I was waiting for a long bar, but was forced to close the well. Of course, the long bar comes exactly when you close the well, right? The classic troll bar.
It's almost as if the game knows when you're about to block the well, and then it will give you the long bar.
Yeah, I call it the troll bar, you know. So we have Jesper now building a little bit of a lead while Tony is trying to solve his board.
Add killer in the in the kick chat. Welcome in. Appreciate viewers from any platform.
Yeah, the more viewers, the better, right?
Exactly. And
Let's
watch the scene grow.
let's spread this, great game over as many platforms as possible.
373 for Jesper. Tony in a bit of trouble at 323, so he's behind, but nice T double. Can he bring this down? That long ball will be helpful.
And Tony Tony can't get out of this endless dig. He's trying to do his best, but the game forces him to stay in this mid-stack situation. Oh, it looks like slowly but surely Sony should be
Over.
builds a nice left side
Yeah.
and the S pieces, right?
Jesper in a little bit of a mess as we head towards the level 19 transition. It's going to be a pretty low transition, but relative to Tony, it's going to be pretty high. 457 currently for Jesper, 387 for Tony. Jesper transition 458, and Tony with the 411. Not too Tetris difference going into 19.
Yeah, Tony is like 3 Tetrises behind, but it's not, the biggest lead of the world for Jesper, but Tony's board is now dangerously climbing. Oh, and
Oh,
that's it. And 420 top out for Tony, which means Jesper takes the game and a match in a sweep. 3 to 0. Jesper advances to the next round. Tony, thank you very much for your participation in the event. Good luck in the other events as well.
and just so everybody knows, there are still matches going on the second channel, Classic Tetris 2 on Twitch, and CTWC Archives on YouTube.